A goddess's coronation goes awry. Bray Wyatt wants to do his work. We have a new #1 contender for the IC title, and Brock Lesnar, he still is nowhere to be found.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Sometimes you got to brand, y'all.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's all about the branding in 2017.
So good.
It is all about the brand.
You got to worry about your branding. This song's on the workout playlist for Quasto.
Oh, I can imagine.
It sure is.
Yeah.
I mean, there's other songs that you don't agree with on my workout playlist.
Oh, I know there are.
Yeah.
Right. As long as there's no seal noises in it, I'm good.
Well, that's very true. Welcome everybody to the Raw After Show on AfterBuzz TV. We're doing it. Shortly after Raw ended in Sacramento, we're here for you. I got to admit, I'm not 100%, but I'm gonna get through it.
You're hanging by a thread.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
We'll dip you into the lake of reincarnation.
I
You're
need
just
that.
fine.
There you go.
Just fine.
Just don't ever go back and forth to Arizona in the same day. It's not gonna be good for your body or your mind or your soul. Here we go, guys. Jonny Loquasto here at JQuasto. The man on the ones and twos. Follow him on Twitter at Mark B. Donica, because I think he's Mark B. Donica.
I'm still thinking that too, so I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
The jury is out there.
The jury is out, and they're hung. That guy right there, he is seen every single week on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, although I will admit Coastline Clash didn't go exactly as he had planned it with Eric Watts. I'm not going to say what, but he's the first progenitor.
We got a rematch coming.
I believe he's the first progenitor still of Hyper Optimism. Find him on Twitter at Ty Matthews PMA. He is Ty Matthews.
What did you, nephew?
What up, man?
Fantastic to be here.
Good
It's a
deal.
loaded episode after a loaded pay-per-view last night.
Yes, it is.
Exciting 2
God.
days.
Well, we'll get to that.
We got a lot to get into and not a lot of time.
But next to you can see her on Marvel Movie News, on Screen Junkies News. Find her on Twitter at Markeia McCarty. She's Markeia McCarty.
That's right. MarkeIamCcarty. Yeah, Ty and I did the after show for Payback, and oh
sure
my
did.
god, yes, it's
What
so
happened?
good.
Good stuff.
Yeah, no, it was good stuff all around.
You know, we talked last week about...
We broke it down so much, it was broken. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop.
Hey, I'm okay with it.
You gotta check out the last night's show. It ends on such a weird note.
Really?
It was very weird. I'll talk about it after.
I will check it out.
It was
Weirdest
after
stuff.
midnight. It was
Can't
after
wait.
midnight. We
got silly.
We gave everything.
I
We
can't
gave
wait.
everything.
You know.
Yeah, it gets weird after midnight.
Exactly.
It does. After dark.
AfterBuzz, After Dark.
After dark.
My voice sounds even weirder than usual.
It's like the silk stocking.
I feel like I fought
AfterBuzz.
Strowman right now. I feel like I have the internal issues. So,
There you go.
what were... Okay, yes.
Yes.
So, Payback, we talked last week about, well, let's hope it surprises us. And it sure did.
It
From
did.
start to finish, it was a hell of a show. Everyone brought it, and that followed onto tonight's Raw. Fantastic matches. I mean, people were crushing it tonight.
Definitely.
It was a real pleasant surprise. I was watching it on the way back from Arizona, and I watched the second half first, then I went back and watched the beginning, and I was like, oh my God, this is really great. I mean, I enjoyed the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super solid. I mean, everything about it. Well, just about everything about it, except for, destroying an Airbnb near the SEP Center.
Okay, first
Except
off,
for that.
Missouri.
If the four of us pull our money together, we could buy that house for
We can get that.
$36,000.
$36K.
Just outside of
Oh,
KC.
okay, no problem.
I mean, I'm a Chiefs fan. I need a place to stay if I go there.
I need a place to hang all my spooky dolls. No big deal.
Well,
There you
that
go.
room's already there.
Comes equipped.
It comes amenities included.
Ty, it's moving ready.
You know me. You know how I love spooky stuff.
I mean,
Yeah.
they call it a fixer-upper, but whatever.
Oh, whatever. I need some place where I can just punch holes through the walls.
So y'all didn't like the House of Horrors. I did.
I
loved it.
enjoyed
We
what they
broke
were
it
going
down.
for. Yeah, we did.
Okay.
We enjoyed it in as much as it was something new. Mm-hmm. That you can't give them so much crap for not doing anything new and then turn around and give them thrash when they do try
Yeah.
something new.
That is true. That is damn true.
That said, the execution I think left something to be desired. But you can tune into the Payback after show if you want to hear. Our
I mean,
thoughts on
yeah,
that.
what are the odds that the
again.
House of Horrors was in Sacramento? I get it. But at the same time, it was something different. I love a good prepackaged, segment / fight, and I thought it was really fun.
Yeah, and the House of Horrors can be anywhere that Bray is.
Exactly. It's a state of mind, really.
It really
Tonight
is.
it was Sacramento for Finn Balor.
Home is where the House of Horrors is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The only thing it was missing were drones and fireworks.
Exactly.
That was it.
Well,
In a boat.
And a dilapidated boat.
Yeah, well,
That's it.
we're gonna hopefully we will see Skarsgård again
Yes.
someday.
I
Yes.
forgot the name.
Yes.
All right.
So let's get to this Raw. We start off. I love the way this Raw started off. The women had the first half hour of the show, which was killer.
Solid.
A goddess coronation for Alexa Bliss. She stands up on her little pedestal, if you
Sure.
will.
Yeah.
She addresses a few people. She addresses Mickie James and compares her age to the great Moolah, fabulous Moolah, and Mae Young.
Right.
Who else? She Nia
Mickey
Jax.
was about to go for her too.
I love Mickie. She's so good.
That was nice.
She was afraid of Nia, and then of course
Yeah, she went for Sasha, and Sasha just about ended that segment. She
right.
was this close.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Bailey did. So she basically said, Bailey, I saw your whole family, and you're. Oh God, I'm sneezing. This is gonna be bad.
Oh.
But I'm here because I love you guys.
Not a trooper.
I looked down
Snifflestead.
and I saw your nephews crying, and I
Oh.
thought, maybe they need a new role model. And I love how Bailey's just like, I'm out, and she
She
flipped.
tips over. I got scared for a second. I'm like, oh, that's not safe at all.
Angry Bailey is something we need to see more
She
of.
flipped that tear over like it was nothing.
Uh-huh.
I loved it. I loved it so
That
much.
scared the hell out of me,
When
but it was
paladins
awesome.
get angry.
And a melee broke out. It was fantastic, leading into an 8-woman tag, and Alexa winning with a DDT. Which I love the fact that she, she's 5 feet tall. She's smaller than most divas. What's a devastating move that a lot of people have forgotten about? Ambrose does Dirty Deeds. That's a modified DDT. Great. But I think this is a brilliant choice. Because the DDT back in the day was a lethal move no one would kick out of. Well, guess what? Alexa uses it again. Boom, finish.
Well, and not only that, but they told a story to lead to that last night. The fact that
Yes.
her offense was repeatedly head based.
Yeah.
It wasn't like she just had a wild hair brass to do a DDT like she's been watching Jake Roberts matches. Like it was means to an end. It was part of this whole strategy. And like you said, if she's that small, she has to be that much smarter.
And I thought the match told a heck of a story last night.
Sure.
I mean, the way she wins with sending Bailey's head into the post and everything, and
It was a great
yeah.
night for solid stories between the finger in Jericho and Owens match. A lot of good
Yes.
stuff.
I love opportunistic wrestling, and she's all about it.
Right.
Love
sure.
that, and just like the match tonight, it was savage.
And it's
It was
opportunistic.
savage.
It's opportunistic, but it's clean.
Yes.
yeah,
Yes, you can't
Sasha
dispute
and
that.
Alicia Fox, that's a feud I'm down with.
Oh my! Yeah,
Let's
when
get
they-
that going.
When they were still going at it outside of the ring, I was like, "Can we just do like a picture in a picture real quick?
So
I just
good.
want to see them scrap."
Hit the VIP button.
So good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many incredible moments, and of course, we don't know where it's going to go as far as number one contendership now. But I love this segment. It was really good, and then they had a commercial break, and they kept going. It all made sense. It's rare that an 8-person tag means something. I feel like this one did.
And I think, every good 8-person tag or every good multi-person tag should be telling multiple stories all at once that intersect but don't get in the way of each other.
Yeah, this set up a couple of things. I think it set up at least a match between Sasha and Alicia, and it furthers along maybe Emma and Dana Brooke, whatever that may be, and furthers Nia Jax just wanting to beat everybody up.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I really
Yeah, I
enjoyed it.
enjoyed
No more
it.
shoulder breakers.
So moving on. What's that?
No more shoulder breakers from Nia.
Shoulder breakers. That was good. That was a little rough. Gallows taking on Enzo. So last night on the pre-show, Enzo and Cass defeat the club, if you will. And I'll give Enzo credit, man. This was solid too.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
A lot of good stuff in this match.
Yeah, where he actually went for it. I believed it. You
Yeah.
know, and there was a part of it where I was just like, you know what? I kind of hope that this is a David and Goliath kind of situation.
Sure. I mean, this is the
It
kind of match
wasn't.
where it
Right.
should be impossible to suspend disbelief, but the way this match worked, and to Gallows' credit as well, Enzo had a legitimate shot. Then, of course, Anderson gets involved and Gallows wins, but this is really good, too.
And that's the thing. In pro wrestling, any story can be told if it's told well. Like we've seen such more ridiculous things happen.
Yeah,
and
Rey
people-
Mysterio
and
was the
people
world
completely
champion.
Bought it. Right, exactly.
Rey Mysterio won the Royal Rumble.
Right, it's just all about how you tell that story.
Yeah.
Anything's possible. That's why this is pro wrestling. That's why we're here right now.
That's because we love suspending disbelief.
Yes, our modern day gladiators, our superheroes.
Like, I'm suspending disbelief that my nose is not running like a sieve.
It's all in your mind.
It's all in
It
my
really
mind.
is. We're not seeing anything from over here.
Good. Because I'm turning away a lot. TJ Perkins and Neville backstage in the locker room, and I love this segment too. I mean, Neville basically gets back in TJ's head and says, "Look, we need to get rid of this Austin Aries problem." TJ's like,
"Our problem."
It's like, wait,
our Austin Aries problem,
yeah.
right?
It's
Did
like,
you
how
got a
is
mouse in your
this-
pocket?
Like, how is this our problem? And no video game puns.
Oh
No,
no,
that's
yeah,
done.
that
Yeah, no,
it
that's
seems
done.
like they've pretty much ditched that, except for
That's
long
announcements, really.
long gone. But Neville had an answer for him. Yeah, it is an Austin Aries problem. How are you going to get a title shot? Why don't you take advantage of your opportunity tonight versus Austin Aries?
Yeah.
Walks away. TJ's thinking about it. And so just that leads to later on in the show. Just a lot of it just made sense.
Yeah. It was a package deal. It was good.
It was really good. So Seth Rollins hits the ring and says, "You know what? I want to figure out what's next for me. I'm the Kingslayer. I took out Samoa Joe." He didn't really take out Samoa Joe. He defeated
You
Samoa
beat
Joe.
him.
He did.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We'll
Did
leave
the fireman's
we'll leave it
carry
there.
into a pin? Okay.
Yeah.
Which we didn't see Joe tonight.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
When?
Yeah, yeah.
In the main
He-
event?
Yeah, he snuck up on you.
I thought he was he was trying not to bury the lead. I thought he was like leading us up to the main event. It's like, he didn't.
No.
No, it snuck. It snuck up on him. Yeah.
Oh,
it snuck
yeah.
up on
Just
him.
like
That's
Joe
fine.
does.
That's fine.
That's
That's
like
later.
you said, that permanent blind spot.
I know. He's in your blind spot. He is.
For a big
he's,
guy.
He's magic.
Right?
He's very magical.
He's in that hammer space.
Snickers presents WWE blind spot.
Oh, no.
I mean,
Great balls of fire.
probably better than that. Yeah.
Nope. Not saying those words ever.
Guess what?
Ever forever.
You're
You're-
gonna have to. You're gonna have to when we.
I don't gotta
when we
do damn
cover that.
thing. I don't gotta do damn thing.
He's like, I don't have.
I'll call it bad blood.
Like-
Mark my words right now. I'll call it bad blood.
How about great blood of... I can't even say it.
See, I made that happen in my mind.
I'm still having a hard time believing that's going to be a real thing.
Oh, believe me.
Yeah.
You and me both.
What was the meaning
So
like?
good golly.
We don't have nearly enough time to get into that whole topic.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Well,
Shrug emoticon. That's all I got.
That's your
Shrug
opening
emoticon.
to...
Endless shrug emoticon.
That's your sitcom intro.
Exactly.
He's Ty Matthews.
And introducing Ty Matthews.
So Seth Rollins wants the Beast. Finn hits the ring and says, "I never lost the title. Because remember, I beat you for it. So technically the line starts with me." Dean Ambrose hits the ring.
I love Balor's music.
Right?
It says...
Isn't it so good?
Yes,
I love Ambrose's music.
It says, you know, you guys could want the Universal Championship. Guess what? Brock Lesnar never shows up, never fights. So as far as I'm concerned, the IC title is the title.
I really, really like that he acknowledged that.
Exactly.
Like, that's all it takes. All it takes is one person saying one thing, and it totally fixes that whole kind of plot hole.
It really does. We talked about it on the Payback After Show. Where it's just like, yeah, what's Brock doing? You know, that belt is just like in the bottom of his bag.
Exactly. He's forgotten about it.
Yeah.
It's
like,
very strange.
Oh yeah, this.
He uses it as a dinner plate at this point.
But
For his Jimmy John.
here's for his muscle
I like that.
sandwich.
His Jimmy John Sammy's.
Here's the thing: we knew this was coming. The moment Goldberg got the title, we knew this was happening.
Right.
We knew if Brock became the champ, he was going to disappear at certain times. Although I thought we'd at least hear mention of him
Something.
more since WrestleMania. But
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least a little bit of Heyman.
Right.
Yeah. Just a bit.
I mean, hey, look, they're building other storylines, but it's just weird not having the main title on the show. But hey,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? So Miz complains. He hits the ring. He's not happy about anything. He beats people up. He's the best. Ambrose gives Angle a little phone call who wasn't happy about him having his number. And they make a triple threat match for the night.
I was
Finn.
really hoping he was going to be calling Teddy.
Oh, that would be
Oh.
I thought he was going to be calling Teddy for a tag team match plan.
great. We're gonna have... No, don't you dare.
Just a little bit. Not yet.
Just just a bit.
Little tease.
Just a little
Little-
hot.
Little Teddy tease.
Oh, boy.
Little Teddy tease. So tonight we're gonna have triple threat. Rollins taking on Finn Balor, taking on The Miz for #1 contendership for the IC title, which is cool.
Yes.
Another multi-person tag match. Cruiserweight, 6-man tag. Gallagher, Rich Swann, Tozawa taking on Kendrick, Dar, and Nice. Once again, another match where at first glance you're like, all right, this may not mean much. But if you watch from start to finish, you were like, damn.
Just the entrances alone. I mean, can we talk about, like, was it Swan, Gallagher, and what was it?
Tozawa?
Akira! Yeah,
the best.
Tozawa. Yeah, there were William the Thirds for all of them.
Exactly.
Yeah. It was really good. The match was phenomenal. So many good
Yeah.
spots. And then, of course, Gallagher wins with the dropkick in the corner on Kendrick. And so Gallagher thinks he's got a rightful spot for the number one contendership for cruiserweights as well. So it'll give him something to kind of talk about.
Yep.
What I'm excited for now, Cesaro and Sheamus. Da da da.
So good.
Sheamus and Cesaro. Da da da.
We're not gonna talk about the
Sheamus and
cruiserweight.
Cesaro.
That was a hot, that was a hot chant. That was a
go
hot
ahead.
chant for
Yeah,
one night.
No, I'm loving this hot chant though.
Yeah, it was the
That was a hot chant for one night.
Monday Night Raw chant.
Yep.
It's still in my head all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you want it to keep?
They're not
continue?
Cesaro yet. Wait, Sheamus.
Cesaro?
Cesaro.
Cesaro.
Not officially.
That
Not
sounds
yet.
Like
I don't think it'll ever be
Cesaro.
official.
that sounds like the name of a salon.
No, no, guys, I ate Cesaro over the weekend with my wife. It was Asian fusion. It was really good. It was Swiss Irish fusion.
Wow.
Right.
God.
In other words, a lot of boiling.
A lot of boiling.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but no, for the cruiserweight match, I mean,
Take
you
it
know,
away.
Swan was just killing it. I loved it. You know, he was a force to be reckoned with. You know that, and Gallagher with that headbutt. I love that. And he did the gentleman's kick. Like, I hate head kicks. I hate head kicks. I'm
For
okay
good
with
reason.
Gallagher doing it. Just him.
Right.
Just him. Just him. That's
Just
it.
him. That's it.
But
I don't
yeah.
know. After Payback, let's put a moratorium on head kicks just in general.
Yeah.
Maybe keep people's tooths in their mouths.
You know what though?
No.
To be
Oh, no,
fair,
yeah.
Jeff Hardy is he's tough. I mean,
He's tough for sure.
he's lost a lot of teeth, as a
Yeah.
matter of fact.
He finished that match without missing a beat. And to be fair, yeah, Sheamus wasn't going for a head kick, but
Yeah.
scary
but-
stuff.
You know, that just happened.
Oofa doofa.
It did.
Oofa doofa indeed. Well, Sheamus and Cesaro, da da da. They hit the ring.
We're done with
They
the
call the
cruiserweight.
Hardys a novelty act, and they say, "We aren't the bar. We don't set the bar. We are the bar." I said that kind of backwards, but you know what I'm saying.
Scratch that. Reverse it.
We don't
Right.
set the bar. We are the bar, and I loved it.
Apparently, this is the bar. That's their thing. That's the bar.
And I dug the new jackets and Corey Graves. I thought the same thing. I'm like, oh, Taxi Driver, hell yeah,
Right, with the glasses and everything.
real good.
Yeah.
Super dope. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked them walking through the hallway. They had it. They had the swagger. The
Exactly.
swagger that they needed.
And I really enjoyed seeing this new side of Cesaro. Like he grabbed the mic and was all about it.
Right. That was another thing that I noticed is this was some of the best mic work from Cesaro that we'd heard in a long, long time.
I think him and Sheamus, they really are a great team. They're helping each other out.
Right.
And love this. And then of course the Hardys hit the ring. There you
Takes a
go.
little while to get into, so please carry on.
No, I dig it.
We're
We
enjoying it.
even got the arm sweep.
No,
They
yes.
had it. They had it.
Yeah,
They
I
did
mean,
it.
Matt said,
How are
look.
those negotiations going?
Hey, they can do the gesture.
Oh, okay.
They can do the gesture.
All right. All right.
Matt
It's,
said, look,
it's
we
the
have
combination of the gesture and the word that they're staying away from.
All right then.
yeah. He's like, we have an answer for you. Delete.
It took a while to put down that microphone. Can't have it picking me up even a little bit.
Yeah. I dug it.
Yeah.
And of course they run away.
Sure.
Sheamus and Cesaro.
Oh, of course.
Da da da.
Well, like run away, but it's kind of like, hey, I was leaving anyway.
Exactly,
Pop
exactly.
my collar.
Didn't want to stay
Say
here.
this in an
with
Irish
you jerks.
accent.
We just chilling. We're not fighting with her. We got kilts on. We don't want to fight with the kilts on right now.
Utility kills.
There you
Right.
go.
So yeah, I think this could be the start of it's not the start of a great feud, but
The continuation.
and
Yeah.
maybe lead to the brokenness that we're all desiring.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
We want that from at least from Brother Nero now.
And
Since he lost a tooth.
And last night, I mean, Matt did get broken.
Pooh. Pooh.
In what way?
He got brogue in.
Oh,
Yeah, brogue kicked in the
stop.
head. So it's broken.
No,
It's not broken,
Mark.
It's broken.
What?
No.
It sounds like Mark's in a tunnel.
No.
I can't. I'm hard. Maybe it's my ears are messed up too.
You're
Maybe your ears are in a tunnel.
See, that's better. Talk like that.
No, I caught him on the first
I-
time.
I got it.
Hated it just as much then.
I got it on like the 5th time.
Yeah, because I'm terrible.
It was a joke. It was a joke grenade.
Delete yourself.
You
Mark.
got. You gotta wait.
I just hope that joke will never be obsolete. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Delightful. Apollo
Moving
Crews,
on.
yes. Apollo Crews and Heath Slater have a bit of a conversation backstage in the locker room, which leads to a match, and Apollo with the Titus brand pulling off.
It didn't not work. That's all I'm saying.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Ooh.
And I'm not hating it. I'm not.
No?
I like Titus as a manager.
I mean, Apollo needed something, some kind of a reset.
Both of them
Mm-hmm.
did.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And I even like the Rhino in the background when they were at the end.
His facial expressions recently have been absolutely insane.
When did
dear
Rhino
Lord.
get funny?
Okay, just real quick. I laughed. It felt like a solid hour from I got kids, I need this job.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It's a great combination.
for the longest time. Oh my god.
I think it was last week where Murray slapped the plate of crackers out of Rhino's hands.
Yes.
And his face, good Lord, it was so good.
Utter disappointment.
Just shock and bewilderment.
Because it's crackers. Those were his crackers.
It's crackers.
What I loved about it is, Heath loses and Rhino's like, yeah, I'll still photobomb.
Sure.
Yeah.
They've
Yeah, he still dropped
become
it.
literally the, I don't want to say a modern day Golden Truth, because obviously Golden Truth are still around. Yeah. But Golden
There you
Truth,
go.
they made it apparent they still want to fight and go for titles, whereas Heath and Rhino, they're just like, yeah, we're collecting this check.
Right, exactly.
And why not?
I need this job. I got kids.
Rhino's gonna pay for them crackers somehow.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
And I love that. There's always room for a team that does that.
Yeah. He's got to be able to afford the name brand crackers.
Right, exactly.
It's gotta be saltines.
It's enough that they're just on Monday Night Raw, yeah.
Plus, it's smart for Rhino
They're
if he's
chilling.
getting involved in politics, for him to be funny and family friendly.
Oh, you
and
mean
stuff.
you mean not pile driving people's wives off of the apron through tables?
I mean, that could have happened in the
that.
past.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's that.
I think crackers are a better option right now,
Sure, really.
is what I'm saying for Rhino.
Yeah.
Yes, so Kurt Angle hits the ring, and he says Roman Reigns, obviously, here's an update. He's very, very hurt. Still has the crack ribs that he already had, internal injuries. And Braun Strowman has a torn rotator cuff, which
Yeah.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
You just get a little
Which I will say this. Saying someone has a torn rotator cuff, not a good idea unless you're keeping them off TV for some time.
Hey, look, we've been over this. With everything that they've done with Rollins' knee, any realistic prognoses are out the window.
Speaking of which, why was Seth not limping at all tonight? Come on, dude.
Well, he kind of was when he was in the ring and it had gotten worked
Yeah,
on.
we've been
You know?
over this when he competed at WrestleMania in a match that no doctor in the country would have cleared him for, and then was competing in official matches the very next night.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Certain things that you just got.
yeah, I don't think, realistic prognoses are in the near future.
Makes you go.
Yeah. People hear torn rotator cuff,
did
they're like,
not
oh, he's
just-
going to be off
I
TV
did.
for a couple weeks. That's it.
A torn rotator cuff is like, that's a real injury. A lot of people.
I believe you. I believe you
Yeah.
for sure.
That
Yeah.
requires surgery for some people. Even a minor torn rotator cuff, you can't really do anything for at least a month.
Y'all
Right.
are hearing from PT Johnny right now.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You should, if you're gonna say, and he's Braun, I get it, but like, if he really had a torn rotator cuff, he wouldn't be able to do this last night at the end of the match.
Sure. But that
is-
was also the same show where we saw the spooky house and everything that happened in
and
that.
keeping in mind that he did that before he did a run by on into the ambulance door. And then into
Well-
those, we assume they're empty Home Depot boxes, but we don't know.
You don't know?
We
I have a
don't know.
question.
That might have been
Why-
filled with peanuts
Bricks and-
or cement.
Packing peanuts.
Question: I didn't
Packing
see
peanuts.
Raw After Talk. I only saw the GIF of it.
Oh,
Why did he run past the door into the boxes?
well,
he was going for
he was
Roman.
going for Roman. He's
Okay.
like, I'm not finished with
Yeah,
you.
Roman was like sitting on the edge of the ambulance and while the trainer was checking on him, and then Braun came charging at him, took the door
but
off.
then Roman's spidey sense perked up.
He got that Metal Gear Solid exclamation point.
Where did Roman go?
Yeah.
Away, he moved.
Okay.
He
Yeah, it
moved
was
out of the
kind of
way.
like one of the things from Infamous, where he just
Right,
he
there
felt
you
it
go.
coming.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Oh, and so
Felt it
Braun
coming.
just slammed the door and into the boxes.
He took the door off the hinge.
Yeah,
Like he
but
slammed,
Roman,
he slammed into it the other way than it should.
So he took the door
move.
off.
Yeah.
And then the ambulance took off.
Who slammed the door?
Braun.
Oh, you know.
What?
That's why I was asking Johnny, Markeia.
Mark is getting salty with me the last two shows.
That's not salt. That's sass. That's a difference.
So, okay, so he slammed into some boxes.
Well,
Was
no,
it- was
was
it a
like there
comedic-
was like an ambulance door.
Was it a
and then the
comedic thing? Was it funny to
boxes.
see? In your opinion?
I enjoyed it.
Not as funny as I'm not finished with you. Like not,
way over here.
Not that level of funny.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah.
So Kurt Angle gives the health update. Next thing you know, derp, Bray Wyatt's in the ring. And he says that he has to save everyone. What else does he say? A lot of things to Kurt Angle. You know,
Yeah, he's got
He
his
says,
lantern.
I'm not here for destruction.
There's a sickness.
We got the lights.
I can save everyone. Kurt,
There you go.
nice to meet you. Let me do my work. That was my favorite line, is let me do my work.
Right, exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to hurt him as long as he just lets him brainwash everyone. I can relate to that.
He was there for a handshake.
Yes,
you
you
know?
can. Put the hand down, Ty.
That's, we're not going to get the hands.
No, not that hand.
We'll see.
You don't, do you know hyper optimism? Do you know what it's all about?
I know that he was doing it last night.
Did he give you a pamphlet?
He has not. I've seen the pamphlets.
I have one in my car.
I've seen the pamphlets.
You should really be showing that off.
Good call. I should.
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah.
Hyper
Ty,
optimism.
how's the book coming?
What's that?
The Hyper Optimism book. How's it coming?
Oh, it's coming.
Ooh,
It's
sweet.
coming.
So Kurt Angle said, well, it's my show, and Bray Wyatt said, this may be your show, but this is my world. Boom. So the question is, what does he mean? And I will say this, love the Dean Ambrose interview segments.
These are super fun. Super, super fun. As much as as much as I bemoan Wacky Dean sometimes,
This was
I had a
gold.
lot of fun with these.
It was gold. I loved him and Seth Rollins together.
Yeah. Yeah,
he was
Talking
just-
in the third person.
Just
Are you
coming up
kidding
with a
me?
bunch of show ideas that were already made.
Pitching the Today Show, the Daily Show.
And then whatever that long title was with all the
A lot of
Ds.
alliteration.
Yeah. An
Yep.
alliterative title at the beginning.
Dug that. And to follow up an incredible Cruiserweight title match last night on Payback, or as they said on a zillion times on Raw tonight, the Raw exclusive pay-per-view known as Payback. So Austin Aries and Neville crushed it. Tonight, Austin Aries, TJP. Woo!
Now to be known only as TJP.
Do you
Right.
think that's...
They announced him as TJP, and they changed his graphic from TJ Perkins to TJP.
Yeah.
really?
This
So
isn't
they
just like random ass speculation.
Yeah,
Like,
they didn't change the music, but, you know, like Assassins have 3 names. Now he has 3
I
initials.
mean, TJP is a pretty sweet
Yeah.
triple initial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wow. Ty, I know you had a lot of thoughts on this match. Good
Absolutely.
Lord. I
And
mean,
it was the best. I feel like it was the best cruiserweight match we've seen on Raw in a very long time. They got, I think, a lot more time than the Purple Ropes usually get. And I think it went a long way in legitimizing TJP as a threat to Austin Aries. You know, I think before tonight, if you were to assemble like a pecking order of the cruiserweight division, you'd have Neville, you'd have Aries, and then TJP maybe floating around the middle. But having him pose an actual threat and having Austin just kind of barely outsmart him and hook him in the last chancery, I think went a long way in legitimizing him.
it really does. And the counter at the end was great. It looked like TJ was setting him up for the detonation kick, and then bam, counter into the last chancery. I had not seen that before.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
It was so well done.
Aries has had a hell of a 24 hours. I mean, he was on fire with Neville.
Right.
And I love that. Usually a disqualification can be annoying in a pay-per-view. I love this disqualification.
Right.
Because it's the first weakness Neville has really shown.
Right, exactly.
Right. Where it was just like, I'm not going to tap out. I'm not going to tap out. What else can I? Hello, ref.
Right, exactly.
Now, granted, he did
grabbing
kind of
distance.
cheat at WrestleMania by poking in the bad eye, but last night was really apparent.
It was much more blatant, yeah.
And they told a great story. I mean, it was really good. And him and, like you said, TJP, man, the guy's incredible.
And Austin Aries, there's a snap to everything that he does that I think is missing from a lot of the rest of the roster. He's moving in it's like bullet time is happening around
Ludicrous
him.
speed. Yeah.
It's ludicrous speed.
Ludicrous
Exactly.
speed. Well, no,
there you go.
he's always talked about this in the past. He
jammed.
said, you know, there's a lot of moves out there. What's your password? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
We're
amazing.
making
5.
references to Spaceballs
love
for
it.
those that don't know.
Spaceballs after show.
It's the same password I have. But no, Aries has said in the past, you know, there's a lot of moves out there, and a lot of them have already been done. But he's like, so I've always designed something different about everything that I do. So it's like even the subtleties, like the kip up when he starts running, like things like that.
Well, just I mean the pendulum elbow, the back
yeah.
the back elbow to the back off the second rope.
It's crazy
It's
creative.
little things like that. It's in wrestling. It's impossible to come up with something that's never been done before.
Right.
And so when there is something that's completely new, it's that much more refreshing.
Which, not to go on last week, but I was really kind of bugged out when Rollins flat out took the
Oh, right.
rain trigger from
Oh right.
Kenny
right.
Omega.
Yeah,
like, look,
Omega.
to me, that's like stealing a joke word for word. Like, Omega did that at Wrestle Kingdom 11 on the grandest stage in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Come on,
to
man.
be fair, Omega doesn't do it with the ripcord. It's kind of a combination of both Okadas and Omegas.
And he does have like this kind of like kick up thing that he did that Rollins doesn't do.
Still,
so
yeah.
I mean, it's like this pop up.
It's just like, he didn't, Rollins doesn't have to do that. Come on, man.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
you. I feel you. Kenny Omega tweeted after that, like, well, at least I still have my entrance music.
Right. So there you go.
Oh wow.
But nonetheless,
Wait, do we have any tweets?
about what?
Oh, what, Rusev tweets?
I mean,
we
I know
can't.
he's can we?
We can't. He's not on Raw anymore.
I mean, we don't have Big E. We don't have, and Big E has some really good tweets.
He's
did
got
you see?
some quality
did you see?
tweets.
He's like,
Big E's
one
hilarious.
of his ones that he did was, obviously very disappointed that I won't be at the first annual Great Balls of Fire.
I know. It was made for him.
because he's off a Raw.
It was made for him.
No doubt about that.
But yeah,
Do we
Yeah,
need to find a replacement for the Rusev tweet segment?
I think so.
I guess
I
because
think so.
I guess SmackDown gets that now.
Oh, here's a Kofi tweet from 3 hours ago.
But he's not on Raw either.
He's not. New Day's not.
Screw it. Screw it. Do a Kofi tweet.
Do it.
Well, it's a picture of him doing the Ty Matthews emoji, and he's wearing a T-shirt that says "Karma broke Dash's jaw."
Oh, wow.
Super fire.
Wow.
Yeah. And Morrow called the
Karma
Klitschko
shit
fight. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I heard
yeah,
that was
yeah.
like one of the greatest boxing matches ever. I heard it
Really?
was ridiculously awesome.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
God, I miss Karma. You think Cole misses Karma?
Oh, Karma.
The woman Karma? Oh.
Oh, the
K-H-A-R?
woman Karma. Oh, wait, who are we talking about? Are we not
It's not
talking?
a who.
Sorry.
It's just the concept.
The word
of-
karma.
Okay,
The
I thought
word
we were
karma.
talking about the wrestler.
No, you're good.
No.
I think I broke Ty.
you can now refer.
Yeah.
No, now
Amazing Kong broke Dash's jaw.
she is now Kia Stevens. She's back to her regular name. She's in Glow.
She's on Glow.
You can watch her in Glow coming out
Yeah.
on Netflix.
I'm looking forward to that.
So there you go. But anyways, TJP Austin Aries, just an incredible match, and just looking forward to seeing where things go at 205 Live. Dean Ambrose and Finn Balor, are you nervous? Nope, he eats nerves, and he produces results. And then Dean Ambrose is like, dude, just eat a carb because you're really fit.
And he did.
But then,
He totally did.
after he took a bite of that donut,
Oh,
we got some drifting.
Yes,
There
we
was
did.
Some drifting action.
Just some.
we did.
Ooh.
I forgot about the drifters theme.
Whoa.
I feel like an alien should be coming in the ring with that music.
Yeah, it's
It's
terrible.
it's a weird intro for sure for that
Man.
character, but
It's very weird.
Fast and the Furious Sacramento Drift.
So Drifters is
not
playing
seen.
some guitar, and
It's so
Dean's
good.
like,
It's
I
so
haven't seen
good.
anything
Which
past
one?
the second one.
Fate of the
Fast and Furious.
I saw it.
haven't
I saw it in
anything past
40X
the
over
second
the
one.
weekend. It was awesome. Continue.
awesome. Good
It
for you.
was
I'll have to.
amazing.
I'll have to make.
I'm
Time.
gonna gush
I'll
about
make
it
time.
after the show.
It's making a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
So Drifters is strumming that guitar, and Dean's like, hey, you know any Pearl Jam? And I love how the Drifter pays no attention to him. Just,
He's just drifting.
I love it. He just drifts.
He's
just
drifting.
They just, like I say it every week. They took his name as literally as they possibly could have.
drifting.
You're just gonna literally drift through people's segments, and that's it.
Oh, I do have a Rusev tweet.
Drifting.
Oh, do you?
Very interesting.
Oh yeah.
Wait, do you, Johnny?
Wait, what?
If you would like me to have a Rusev tweet, I do have a Rusev tweet.
Should it be? Is this
If
gonna be
it's-
like the
if it's
final
worthy-
Rusev
if
tweet?
it's
or
worthy for a Rusev tweet.
Can we just keep it anyway?
Last night, congrats Alexa Bliss. Let it be known that she wasn't on the, quote, indies for 10 years. Hashtag WWE Payback.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
Sassy.
Rusev can throw some shade.
Yeah.
No tea, no shade, no pink lemonade.
That's sassy.
Oh, and then last week, of course, he said, I can't wait to go back home to Bulgaria if my request for championship match is not met.
He's just gonna go home.
Oh, also, shout out to Cesaro for giving me the black eye in Mexico. Hashtag Total Divas. He's all over the place.
All right.
I like it.
So, yes, the Drifter, always good to see him.
Yeah.
He's got a pretty cool job right now.
Exactly.
The Gold Dust, the Golden Truth, they want to go into the Golden Quest. They pitched to Angle, we want a title shot. And Angle's like, yeah, you got to win something.
Yeah.
Right.
They just haven't been around for a little bit. You know, maybe they were eating pizza and bonding.
It's hard to rack up W's when you're not even getting matches, and when you are, you're getting attacked by monsters among men
Oh,
before you
yeah.
can even hit the ramp.
And like
Exactly.
100%, I never thought I'd be able to play this music legitimately again.
Right?
I just kept it on the board as a joke, but I'm happy to have the Golden Truth on here and back on TV.
Exactly. I missed a little bouncing gold dust
What's
hand.
up?
Yes.
Oh yeah. What's up?
So Kurt Angle makes a tag team turmoil match for next week, and the winner will become #1 contenders. We don't know what teams will be in this.
What kind of a match is it?
Wait, was it? What?
It's a tag team turmoil match.
You know it's the Mac Militant. Coming to get it on. Yeah, get out of my way. I'm coming to thunder.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much.
Me too. Me too. So, anyways,
I imagine it's going to involve every single team on the roster that's not the Hardys.
I'm trying to think.
Ooh.
So we've got
Not Sheamus and Cesaro.
We've got Enzo and Cass.
Well,
we
you're
got
right. No,
Sheamus and Cesaro. We
Gallows
got
and Anderson.
Golden Truth, Gallows and Anderson.
We don't have the Shining Stars anymore. Then.
No, but we got Heath Slater and Rhino.
We did.
Did anything happen with the Surf Dudes with Attitudes?
The Southpaw Regional Wrestling Zone, Surf Dudes with Attitude?
Yeah, they're still kicking, aren't they?
They're kicking
I think they
around.
might actually be in it. Yeah, they open invite, I believe.
All right.
Man, I would pop so hard.
But you're right. Sheamus and Cesaro have to be in it because the winner of that match becomes #1 contender. So there you go.
Right.
So tag team turmoil rules technically, it's like a tornado tag in a way.
I think from what I can remember, it's more like a gauntlet. Where two teams start, one team gets eliminated, another team comes out,
And then keeps
so
on.
on and so forth until there's one team left.
Got it.
I believe them's the rules. Mark, does that sound right?
Tag Team Turmoil is another version of an elimination tag team match. I think it's a four corner match.
Oh, so it's all teams all at once.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, two teams start. Well, no, that's what it is. When two teams start, when one is eliminated, a new team comes to the ring. And
Okay,
all
right.
teams have competed. The remaining team is the winner.
There you
So
go.
a lot of luck at the
All right.
draw there, depending on who goes last.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, you want to be one of those last two.
Well,
Right.
it's always fun to see Golden Truth.
Yeah.
We see an online clip with Jericho saying goodbye to Angle. It's the goodbye Jericho.
Man.
Drink it in, man.
Were you guys as shocked as I was with this match?
I was very surprised.
Yes,
very surprised.
because
very
I wanted to
surprised.
keep Jericho. I can't believe we don't get to keep either of them.
Did Fozzy break up? Like, I don't understand.
No, they're like
no.
it's very easily that he could just drop the title back tomorrow
And then,
because they have a rematch. He's got a rematch with Kevin Owens for the title tomorrow on SmackDown.
yeah.
So we could see KO just take it back and send him on his merry way.
Then what would be the reason for that title switch? She could have just done it at Payback.
Well, maybe they'll
What do you
do
mean?
their
Also, Backlash is only in like
Backlash.
2 or 3 weeks, and that's where AJ Styles has his title match
Mm-hmm.
for his #1 contendership opportunity. So, I mean, he doesn't necessarily have to be on TV. He could get like beat down real bad tomorrow, and then be off TV for 2 weeks until the match on pay-per-view. Who knows?
It's certainly not outside the realm of possibility for a
Roman
champion to
Reigns-
not be on regular TV.
Yeah, and Roman Reigns just did that exact thing, where he got beat up and wasn't on TV until the pay-per-view.
He didn't have a sweet band.
I mean, he did around his ribs because they almost escaped his.
Yeah. By the way, I will give Reigns all the credit in the world. Him and Strowman tore it up.
Hell
And
yeah,
a
we did.
Yes,
big
they
part of
did.
that was Roman Reigns selling like crazy.
Yeah.
And really, wow, what a job he did.
Those steel steps.
Yeah.
Lord.
I mean, they both put on a hell of a match. I know it wasn't the longest match of the night, but to me,
It didn't need to be.
No.
House
After-
of Horrors already had that on lockdown.
Well,
Yep.
after everything that Braun has done to Roman, like it didn't need to be a second longer than it was.
and it ended how it should have, and it was just, I really thought it was fantastic. And man, I get it. People hate Roman Reigns. They can boo him all they want, but he was phenomenal.
Yeah.
In that match.
All the color. It was
Right,
everywhere.
Right.
You know, I'm okay without the bloody handprint for a while. It was that much color.
That was close enough, right?
Yeah,
right.
that was. I'm good for a
Yeah.
minute. I'm good.
Really excited, though. I just absolutely loved it. Main event triple threat. Miz, Balor, Rollins, and wow. We just keep talking about match after match. Everyone brought their A+ game tonight.
Right.
Yeah.
And you talk about a triple threat match that really didn't have any dead space whatsoever. This was it.
And that's what I think. That's what quality triple threat matches need to be. It isn't just two guys in and then one guy gets thrown out of the ring and then it's a one-on-one match for a while. It needs to be constant. It needs to be dynamic. It needs to be this perpetual motion machine
Yeah.
of just high spots and high spots and high spots, and the Miz getting kicked in his nose.
And it told such a great story, and there were all the personalities. It was gorgeous.
Yeah.
It really was.
It was really good stuff. I really want to see Finn Balor and Seth Rollins go for a sling blade on each other at the same time, just to see what that would look like. But The Miz is doing such good stuff
He is.
at this point in his career. The fact that he can hang with people that have the indie cred of Seth Rollins and Finn Balor, and can make it such a complete, well-rounded match.
How about him using Maurice as a shield?
Yeah.
He did that.
Not the Shield. A Shield.
Ah, shield.
A shield,
Yeah.
lowercase s.
Un shield.
Un Shield. Yeah, I mean,
Uno shield.
Balor goes in the roll with the missile drop kicks. Miz locks in the figure 4. Rollins with a frog splash for a near fall. And then then all hell really breaks loose. We have Bray Wyatt.
Right. Well, but before that, we had Samoa Joe run in, hit Seth Rollins with a Uranagi on the
Right.
outside to take him out.
Seriously, just popped out of his hammer space with a giant mallet.
That's what happens. That's what happens.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, Bugs Bunny.
Yep.
Really dope.
He did that.
And then
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt shows up.
Right.
Yeah.
And he essentially
They are
Right as-
utilizing him so well.
right now.
I
yeah.
love how they're doing this.
Yeah, right as Finn goes for the coup de grace, looks like he has it in the bag. Looks like he's going to take Miz out. Blurp.
Sister Abigail.
Bray Wyatt comes out, shoves him off, gives him the Bullet Club fingers, and then hits him with Sister Abigail.
Right.
Yeah.
And the best part is this continues Ambrose and Miz, which has been really, really fun.
I don't know if that's the best part. I don't know about all that.
I'm all for
I would have been cool.
all for Ambrose.
I would have been cool with Ambrose and Miz moving on to other people.
I would have been too, but at the same time,
What?
I'm asking if Ty came to play.
I do really like this song. I will say that it is very,
workout playlist.
it's very, but I really enjoy it. Especially Show Miz. If you look up Big Show and Miz when they were a tag team, that song's dope. Also, I have another. I have another mashup to shout out. I'll do that at the end of the show.
okay, great.
Yeah.
So Miz is the #1 contender for the IC title. Totally okay with it because, like I said,
Yeah.
he's been doing great work. Absolutely. And God, yeah, this match was so good. I feel like it got 3 different "This is awesome" chants and 1 "Holy shit" chant at different points in this match.
Yeah.
Like it just kept excelling.
For sure. So that pretty much covers.
That does
Yeah,
it.
it is extremely rare that it's like, hey, we'll be like, oh, hey, watch this match, this particular match, and such. I enjoyed this entire thing.
Right.
I had a good time.
Top
the
to
entire
bottom,
time.
match quality wise, this was one of my favorite episodes in a very long time.
Yeah, they just
You're
kept
absolutely
it
right.
going, and the Ambrose segments.
It's been a
them-
great 24
oh.
hours.
Those are fun.
And it's funny because last week we were saying like, well,
Yeah.
it's like,
Oh.
and it's always these kind of pay-per-views where the expectations are low. Everyone steps it up to a crazy level, and it all ends up making sense. And then this Raw to follow was just really cool. And now we're starting to get that feel of Raw that we've had for SmackDown for 6 months.
Right.
Over these last 24
right.
hours. Like it's starting to become a cohesive unit with friends and foes. And I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess Kurt Angle, hashtag stepdad.
Yeah, firm but fair. He's firm but fair.
Yeah.
He's not just going around
it.
giving you title shots you didn't earn.
Nope.
No. He's like, you know what? Yeah, go do that thing.
Yeah.
Go do
yeah,
that.
Angle's been
I'll
so
watch
good
it.
so far.
Yeah.
So damn good. So Ty, what match were you talking about?
What? Oh, the mashup.
Throw out.
Yeah.
The mashup. Raven Siram, who I shouted out and put over as the creator of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. This is his new track. It's a mashup of CM Punk's Killswitch Engage theme and Titus O'Neil's singles theme. Let's enjoy this for a minute. I dig it a lot.
Nice.
I dig it a lot. Yeah.
I could run to this.
I'm really on this mashup kick. Especially this guy, he does awesome stuff. So yeah, go check that out. Put it on your workout playlist. Work out like a fun dad.
There you go.
Work out like a fun day.
That's gotta be a shirt.
Try to do that every day.
Work out like a fun dad? No, there's one song you need for that, and that's...
Yeah. Woo. Come on, Ty.
Yes.
Worse.
Too sweet, buddy.
Worse.
Yeah.
Too sweet to music.
Come
on,
not
dude.
even a little. Not
Nope.
even a little bit.
That I will say, the fan Mark and I were being curmudgeonly about this before we went on the air, but the fan Too Sweet thing after the 2 counts, that has soured me on Too Sweet.
Aw.
Oh.
I hear you though.
Yeah.
Anyways, what else can we talk about? Well, this is interesting as a wrestling topic. Is Billy Corgan
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Buying the NWA.
NWA or is in the middle of
That's
purchasing
right.
the
That
NWA?
sounds like a Mad Libs headline.
There you go.
You know what though?
That's a...
You and I, we used to technically work for the NWA.
We did. We've got ties to the National Wrestling Alliance. It's a weird thing.
Championship Wrestling started off as NWA, Championship Wrestling from Hollywood 7 years ago. And if you watch the 7 Levels of Hate documentary between Colt and Adam Pearce, which is an amazing documentary if you love
good.
wrestling, it explains the whole story about the falling out with everyone in the NWA. And the NWA has essentially been a disaster for years because of the people in charge.
Right.
And so, in my opinion, I think Corgan can only make it better. He's got more money than he'll ever need. So if he's willing to put his money into wrestling, which clearly he did because he bailed Dixie out a number of times.
Right.
So I think this is it's another step for the business to hopefully provide more work for people.
Exactly. Yeah. That's
Hey,
what it's all about.
Never a bad thing.
Nope. So we wish him the best as well. And that was a lot of big news for sure that came out.
Yeah.
And we actually do have a little bit of time to talk about Great Balls of Fire if y'all want to do it.
We can't. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure,
Because there's
I love
time.
Little
The
Richard.
show formerly. Little Richard didn't do that
Hey.
song.
Wait, no,
I
he
told you
didn't.
this last
Wait,
night.
do you-
What, really?
Jerry Lee Lewis did Great Balls of Fire.
Okay, no,
Mark,
but he did a cover
did-
of it. Didn't Little Richard did one?
Mark, do you have Great Balls of Fire news?
No, but you guys mentioned at the top of the show that there wasn't enough time to talk about Great Balls of Fire.
Well,
But
Ty,
we
Oh.
have enough time to talk about.
Okay,
got a little
so
bit.
Mark's just being sassy.
I think Ty's head
No.
might explode.
No?
Reminding you of something you talked about earlier in the
Yeah, exactly.
right.
I
Yeah.
think Ty's head might
Okay.
explode if we talk about it.
Hey,
let's
all
do
I'm
it.
saying is I'm just not going to say it. That's all.
Okay.
It's the show
Okay.
formerly
Well, I-
known as Bad Blood.
Seriously, Little
as
Richard
far
did
as
a
I'm
cover of
concerned.
Great Balls of Fire. And yes,
Are you
he
sure?
did.
Are you sure you're not giving it Tutti Frutti?
I'm positive.
Well, Jerry Lee
I'm
Lewis
positive
is
Little
the
Richard did.
originator
He
of it.
did the original song, yeah.
Okay, but
And
Little
then he-
Richard
then he married
rubbed
his
some
cousin.
stank on it, and it was good.
Great. He wrote Great Balls of Fire, then he married his 13-year-old cousin,
Exactly.
Oh wow.
as you did back then. Well, I think this is something we should mention since he's in the AfterBuzz family. So Mark, I guess X-Pac.
Hi.
Yeah, look at
You
Little
want me to talk
Richard.
about it?
Wait, what?
What's that?
You want me to talk about it?
Sure. I think because people want to know and people care, we all care about him. So I didn't really understand what was going on until just now. People were talking about it in chat rolls.
People have been
Yeah.
talking
Wait,
about it on
what?
Squared Circle for a couple days now.
Wait,
Yeah,
what are
yeah.
we talking
So
about?
over the weekend, friend of the show and other fellow AfterBuzz TV host Sean Waltman was scheduled to make an appearance over in the UK. He did not make that appearance, and the promoter was trying to contact him. He has since tonight he appeared on the Tomorrow Show, which is our not grandpappy, but our pappy Kevin Undergaro's show. And he mentioned, and please don't think about this as a cheap plug. I'm not trying to intend this as a cheap plug. This is what he said, that he's going to tell us the whole story on his show on Wednesday. So
Cool.
yeah, he is okay. He has not relapsed, but he will tell us the story on Wednesday on Xbox 12360.
I mean, look, traveling to the.
I know it's not a free plug, but I'm genuinely curious. What time does that show air?
Yeah.
We go live at 3 p.m.
Okay.
Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern.
Cool.
And now here's the cheap plug part of it. We have a pre-recorded interview with Johnny Mundo.
There you go.
So for both of those things, check out the show this week. But definitely, Sean has a lot to say, and I hope that y'all tune in and listen.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's his
Right.
platform. He's got all the time in the world to talk about it. So, traveling to the UK is not the easiest thing in the world. So there could be a number of reasons why you don't make it. And so, luckily, he's okay.
We're just glad he's okay.
He's doing great. He's in the best shape of his life. I mean, I've had so many good conversations with him. He's been coming to Championship Wrestling and
Right.
just like providing his knowledge when he can to people. And it's just really, when you have someone like that there, it's just the coolest, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
And so we're really glad he's okay and looking forward to hearing everything. And hopefully he can patch up with the UK promotion and stuff like that. So,
Right.
with that said, I think we'll wrap that as a show.
Yeah,
There you go.
we should play out on Little Richard doing Great Balls of Fire,
I
Mark.
would if that existed, but it
It
doesn't.
does exist. It does.
It doesn't.
You didn't look.
I did
you might be
look.
I
thinking.
feel like Mark did look.
Are you thinking of Good Golly Miss Molly? Good golly Miss Molly.
Yes, I am.
On fire.
Fun Dad.
On fire.
Dropping that
There you
knowledge.
go.
Okay.
Them fun dance
All right.
skills coming in the clutch.
All of a sudden, my nose stopped running.
Really?
All of a
You
sudden.
had to get one since I have all like the video game and D&D stuff.
There you
All of a
go.
sudden, my sniffles disappeared.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Perfect
All right, quit
timing.
while you're ahead, Johnny.
Anyways, Ty Matthews.
Darn it.
Put yourself over.
Well, as always, you can find me on all forms of social media at Ty Matthews PMA. Find me on PlayStation Network. I've been playing so much Overwatch lately. It's been so much fun. The Uprising event ends tomorrow. I'm so sad. But you can catch me on just this show. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't have any other shows. But you mentioned Mark Bidonica mentioned Johnny Mundo. Speaking of which, this is the month that Lucha Underground returns. We are only 30 days away from the return of Lucha Underground Season 3. So come, if you will, join myself and Mark Donica and James Frank and Rachel Evans on Thursdays once that show returns. And of course, tune into Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. 4 p.m. Saturdays. Check your local listings, or if you're in SoCal, come check it out every second and fourth Sunday of the month. It's totally free.
There you go.
And it's on the beach.
Markeia McCarty.
Yeah, you can catch me on Instagram and Twitter at Markeia McCarty. That's MarkeiaMcCarty. I'm also on, besides this show, on Popcorn Talk, which is the sister network of AfterBuzz TV. I do Marvel movie news, and that'll be Tuesdays at 2:30. I also do a lot of things for Screen Junkies News. Like, in fact, today, out of many of the segments that we did, one of them was there's a movie that's going to be Superman takes on the KKK. So we talked about that on
Interesting.
yeah, Screen Junkies News today. Go ahead and check it out. I've retweeted it on my Twitter. And then upcoming, Oh my God, I think I'm actually chilling out. I don't have any shows coming up. Oh,
wow.
I've got a life again.
There you go.
Look at
It's
that.
good.
How about Mark Donegan?
Oh, me? You can find me on Twitter at Mark B. Hi. You can find me on Twitter at Mark B. Donica. Also, check out all of our other wrestling programming. Sorry, Johnny, for interrupting. Check out all of our other wrestling programming. We've got our Tuesday Night SmackDown show, NXT, which I host on Wednesdays. Ty already mentioned Lucha Underground. We do a Total Divas after show. Mondays are making their way to the ring with Lily Garcia. Today we had Carmella, the Princess of Staten Island. And this week on Xbox 360, John Morrison, Johnny Mundo, whatever you want to call him. Yeah, all that and more, and bags of chips. How about you, Johnny?
Let's see. This week I'm in San Francisco Wednesday night, Sacramento Friday night, and then next week I'll be in Boston May 11th to 13th, and the week after I don't want to announce it yet because I want to make sure it's definitely happening, but I'm going to be doing some really awesome wrestling events, three events internationally. And so I can't wait to announce it. Yeah.
Oh,
I'll tell you guys after.
Also, when does your album drop?
Oh, I don't know yet.
I just went and watched his album recording, and it was awesome.
Oh, that's why you were there. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I recorded the stand-up for my new album. I'm working on the editing and all the studio stuff. It'll be out probably sometime in late June, I think.
Nice.
But yeah, it was really fun. So anyways, I'll make that announcement next week when it's definitely happening. But I think it's going to be really cool. It's going to be a big international travel thing. So.
Oh,
Nice.
sweet.
So other than that, thanks for watching, guys. We love you.
Yeah.
See you next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.